Hey guys, Sky here. As someone who enjoys MMOs, I've been curious at this new title that almost everybody seemed to call a scam, called the Quinfall. So I thought, why not make a video? A few days after its early access release, the game scored an overall mostly negative reviews on Steam. At the date of this video, it's sitting at mixed reviews, with currently 2,700 of them. It has to be said that a lot of the negative comments were about server stability and login queues. Like the developer announced on their Discord, they were actually targets of DDoS attacks soon after the early access release. So I decided to investigate. Going absolutely blind and ready to burn $20, I stepped in a world of jank and emptiness. Or so I thought. The first hours were actually decent at presenting some aspects of the game, like the mounts, pet system, the PvE camps, the renting personal plots like farms or houses, which you can decorate and craft in. Some were completely ignored, like the crafting, the whole survival aspect of the game, like building an actual base for you or your clan. Quickly enough, you wonder if any of those are actually relevant. For example, armor crafting or weapon crafting will seem to be completely useless since PvE camps drop a shit ton of loot and become quickly irrelevant as you level up pretty fast at the start of the game. Same for the base building. Why bother when you can just rent a house or farms where you can plant or craft stuff in? You are introduced to the PvE through camps, which the MSQ, which by the way I actually recommend you to do it guys, tells you to explore, complete objectives, kill mobs and champions. The combat, as well as the armor weight system, is heavily reminiscent of New World, and honestly, pretty enjoyable. I would still call it janky, as left click attacks, for example, will seem like they hit something, as per the visuals, but actually don't register. They also vary depending on which weapon you use, so a lot of them have absolute dogshit animations, range, and power that they are actually useless. This can be an issue at the start of the game where mobs don't aggro you. You will have to make your own pulls, and depending on your equipped weapon, this can make this process very tedious. In this game, to be efficient, you will have to pull larger numbers of mob. I'm talking like 20 to 30, which you will repeatedly gather and AoE down. Be warned, this is what your XP look will look like, and trust me when I say this, you will have to grind a lot in this game. So this is where I quit the game for the first time. Very quickly my mind had figured the gameplay loop, and since at the time none of the systems seemed relevant later on, I decided to stop and refund the game. By the way, on my channel you can still find my impression when I first played the game on stream. You could be wondering, but what about the PvP aspect of the game? Well, oddly enough, they decided to make it so that you can only join PvP events on certain timers. So even the possibility of just grinding the game through PvP was out of the picture. But, you know, after a couple days and my refund denied, there was still an itch. I don't know why exactly, but there was something. So I decided to go back. And honestly, the combat and the PvP is what could make the game very enjoyable. And I think they have a good foundation to build upon. So I tried different weapons and actually found a couple that I very much enjoy. Learn about item sets, economy, and if my vision is clear, figured that a lot of crafts will actually be very valuable at the end of the game, if it survives until then. As of right now, they have opened more servers and expanded the capacity of some. So less queue, less issue? Maybe. This game is well populated, and even in the middle of the day you will have queues to log in. Is it worth 20 bucks? I'd say yes. Is it a scam? Absolutely not. Does it need a lot of work? Yes, very much so. So if you have time and a bit of money to spend, I would actually recommend this game. Don't expect anything crazy, and you might be surprised.